Four speakers, four different ideologies, one God. So if we lack love so much and we're focusing so much on money, is it right then to say we are getting the kind of politicians we deserve? Because politicians come from amongst us.
Yes, the kind of politician we deserve, we are not getting it, sir. You know, I always love to say that not all leaders, not all politicians are leaders. Politician thinks about the next election, but leaders think about the next future, the next leader. Politicians, as they're thinking about 2023.
Yes.
But whoever calls himself a leader, he'll be thinking about the future, not the politics, not what they are going to get in. So, politician thinks about the next election. The next election. No, you see them in yesterday was Lagos Zone these days, and you saw them all over, campaigning and all that. That's what they don't care about what happened to anybody in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. All they want is, I want to win this election. Yeah. So that's the problem.
But in spite of all this, amongst politicians, we have people that say they are Christians. And when they go to church, the church gives them front row seats to talk, and they do, general things, behave like Christians. Don't we have Christians amongst politicians?
We do. But the only thing is, they are very few. Very few. We do. They are very few. We have some politicians that are very honest. Just like in the police. So I cannot shock you that I love good Christian in police officers. I met one about 3-4 years ago. You can't believe it. Everything he was talking was quite different from what other people would talk. No, why did you do this? Why did you? No. Let me see the case. The guy that we followed down to that police, it was that to the station. It was that man that made him to be released on time. And the other police were angry because they didn't have any. They wanted to make up. I had to talk to them and I said, "Sir, who are you?" He said, "I'm a Christian, born again Christian." He said, "I don't take bribe." And I asked him a question: how do you survive in the midst of your colleagues? He said, "God, please." So as that, everybody, a lot of people in general say, police are bad and all that. The same thing with politicians. You see, I have some of them that are very good. But they are very few. You understand? Very few. But the few can actually affect others to become good. You understand?
So what about all those other ones that parade themselves as Christians? Where then do they come from? If we don't identify with them?
Where? Everybody wants to give themselves a name. You understand? Now, pastor that call themselves pastor themselves, they are not really pastor. Some of them don't even have a church. When you see them around, they call themselves pastor. So you are going to ask, where do they come from? They are using the name to do evil. But that guy is a pastor. They call himself pastor. I've seen pastors that are gay. I've seen. Pastors that are occultic. But only few people that knows them deep that will know that this. But you know that we call them pastors. They can do signs. They can do wonders. It's just like Jesus Christ and his parents, earthly parents. They went to a particular place, feast, and they were going. They thought Jesus was coming. Jesus was still in the tabernacle. They have left. They were hearing steps, but it wasn't the feet of Jesus Christ. It was the feet of other people. So the same thing with some pastors. They will do a miracle, but they will still think that the miracle they are doing, God is in it, and God has left them for long. You understand? So that is the issue.
As a Christian, our inheritance is in heaven. We are only here on earth for a moment. So why then is it right for a Christian to get into politics, active politics, when we say the governor shall be upon his shoulder, and that is Christ? Then should we be setting up another government here?
Well, it's good for Christians to go into politics. Most churches don't preach it. Like the church I came from the Pentecostal church. Some years back, our leaders then always guide us that if you go into politics, you will be corrupt and all that. But now, they've seen that I'm not going, you are not going, because we are Christians, we don't want to be corrupt.
Yes.
So they now discover that, okay, well, at the end of the day, we are voting in, we are going to vote.
Mm-hmm.
And we now vote in corrupt people. So they have been encouraged now that we can go into politics, but with the guidance of righteousness. The Bible says righteousness is not a so it's a prayer. You know, we can be in politics and still do God things. Yes, there are two different things: politics and Christianity. So I live my life, and I'm a politician, I'm a state governor, or whatever place I belong to. But I make people to understand that, look, this is my stake, I'm a Christian, I don't give you this, I have to see all your paper before I give you this. It's not anything. You know, it's just people, I don't know whether you've heard of this. There's a king in those states, I've forgotten the village, a king who happens to be a very serious and strict born again. He doesn't do any other thing that other kings does. He comes to vigil as a man of God, Prophet Olokoro. The king always attends his program. He comes from Ondo State down to the program of this prophet. And he doesn't practice all those. They know him for who he is. All those rituals, he does not. He does not. Before he became king, he told them, this is who I am. Because the same thing in politics. When people know you for who you are, they will respect you for it. You understand? He doesn't act. That man is a politician, but he's a Christian politician. He's very strict to be careful of what you take to him. He's not going to sign this, he's not going to sign this. Don't we are going to face battle, but with God on our side. The Bible says God be for us. Who can be against us?
So the question then is how then, or why then are we not getting this kind of Christians being active in politics? What is deterring them?
Okay, the problem is one, money. Yes, because politics is all about money.
Okay.
You want to become a local government chairman or whatever, you need finance. And it's all these politicians that always want to finance themselves because of what they are going to get. You understand? A local government that has retired, you want to put another person that you know is going to be getting from. When somebody is coming newly, it's very difficult for him to break into, the kind of money you need. Who is going to give you? But that local government that has retired, that local government chairman that retired, we have a lot of money. You say, no, I'm investing on this one. I can give you 200 billion or whatever amount. He knows that we are going to have a signature. You'll give me my money back with interest. No problem. As long as I get, I'll make sure you get there. That's it. But for a Christian, and you are coming over, and if I come to you and say, oh, you have money and I want to go into politics, a Christian will tell the Christian brother, man, don't do that one. You want to waste your money? Do you understand? That's one of the issues. And I want to tell you, finance is the major issue in politics. If you don't have money, you can't go to anywhere in politics. This local one will say no. They ask them to buy large amounts, and you have to campaign. And for people you are going to campaign to, you want to campaign in this environment now, they'll be asking you, how much are you going to give us for us to campaign for you?
And that then is the question that two things. Number one, if we do not have aspiring Christian leaders, politicians, do not have money, and we know that most of the money the politicians use is to spend on the people.
Yes.
Like, okay, take this, do this for me, etc. Does that then mean that, or insinuate that, even the populists that claim to be Christian are not Christians? Because why should you take money for you to vote?
Yeah.
Is that what it means?
Yeah, that's what it means. We live in a corrupt society. And, they said, he who pays the piper dictates the tune. You I give you money for a thing, I tell you the kind of song you are going to sing for me. So if I give you money, you are hungry and I give you money, then what I want is what you are doing. That's the poverty is another issue, and if it's in a place where everybody is having good, we have a good system and all that, you can come and bribe me to come and vote for you or all that. But in this country, if you don't give, people want to, they are hungry. So you come say, come, if you vote for me, I'm going to give you, we vote for you, don't worry, consider it done. You understand? That's the
Okay. Is it then possible for the church to play a dual role of one, identifying strong Christians,
yes,
and saying you have the leadership quality in you, we've prayed over it, the Lord says you are a good leader and it's possible for you to go into politics, the church is going to raise funds for you. Now, unlike the world, we are not expecting anything back. All we want is for you to be a good leader. Then for the church also to then go out and campaign such that you sensitize people not to collect money in order to. Can the church do that, and why are we not doing it?
Yeah, no, the church can do that. I'll give you an example. I belong to Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, the Bible chapter, Lagos there. And was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago? Some of the politicians, they came to our secretariat to meet our PFM chairman, Dr. Sylvanus Eddy, and they told them they want to see us, all the pastors, that they know that if they can talk to us, we can feed our member, and our member will go into the society and feed the people. And so our chairman said, okay, all of you that you consider yourself Christian, you want to go into politics, come, then our pastors of churches will come and interview you. So he brought them, they spoke to us about their manifesto and all that. We asked them a lot of questions, and of course, when we saw that their grade is good, and their presentation is good, so we said we are going to do that for them. And which we did, or we tried to tell a lot of the pastors went ahead and we were informing our members that have voters card. Please, there's this person in town, this is what he's going for, he's a Christian, he's worshiping a particular church, we've gone there, our PFM chairman made sure he went to their roots and asked information concerning them before he can say, okay, let me bring these people to my pastors so that they can believe in it. That's what we did.
Okay.
Yes.
And how effective was that when you did it?
It was not too effective because, you see, from our own end, we have the passion for it. If a pastor become a leader, it's going to be wonderful for us. But when we came to the church, our members believed us because we carried from our secretary. Now, the problem is now telling people in society. And one of them told me, he said, sir, I want to tell one guy. He said, they don't give you money. Should they give your pastor money? You understand that kind of money?
And were you giving money?
We were not giving money. And we are not even ready to collect money because we don't want them to buy our conscience. That is why our chairman had to go search for these people, know who they are, and they genuine people in their respective churches. They met their bishop and all that, and it's confirmed. So okay, this is the bit we can do for ourselves. So that's why.
All right. So I'm just thinking out loud now. So if for a Christian to get into politics, must the criteria be, or one of the criteria, must it be being a pastor?
No. But must be known that this one is a Christian. Must be identified with a church. You must have a hope. Somebody must know you that this one is this is the church in me, this is the pastors, this is the, you understand?
Okay. So